2.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for panel discussion. The moderator for today's panel discussion is the head of Ghana Customs Laboratory. He is a WCO expert trainer with Strategic Trade Control Enforcement Program. He is on the WCO Radiological and Nuclear Detection Awareness Program. He is a specialized in dual-use trade, multilateral export control regime, and green customs control regimes. He is an expert on the African Union Working Group on substandard and falsified medical product. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Revenue Officer Samuel Akrofi is the moderator for the panel discussion.
We also have the following people from these agencies to serve as panel members. From the Ghana Immigration Service, we have the Acting Deputy Comptroller General in charge of legal. Let's welcome Mr. Peter Philip Ando. From the Ghana Police Service, we have DCOP Nidako Ofe Lomoti, Director General of Research and Planning. Narcotics Control Commission, PNCO, Francis Opoku Amwa, Principal Narcotics Control Officer, Acting Director, Public Affairs. From the Food and Drugs Authority, we have the head, Data Management and Risk Control Department, Center for Import and Export Control, Nana Afakoma Aisha. Also from the National Investigations Bureau, we have the Nana Afakoma Aisha. Also from the National Investigations Bureau, we have the Tema Regional Commander in the person of Mr. George Bature. We also have Deputy Director General, Ghana Standards Authority, Honorable Samuel Jabaiti. And the host service, representing the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Deputy Commissioner in charge of port operations, Mr. Aaron Cannon. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our panel members. Let's enjoy their discussions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Good morning once again, and welcome to this session of the panel discussions. This is the first in a series of panel discussions that will be held on our International Customs Days, and it will provide a platform for exchange of ideas and insights into topics relating to the focal areas for the year for customs internationally. My task this morning will be to steer a very quick but exciting discussion on the theme that we have for the year: Customs Protecting Society through Vigilance and Commitment. We will have 3 rounds of questions, and the first will be on the central role that customs plays in protecting society. In the second round of questions, we would also have our experts here share insights on what protecting society actually means from their institutional perspectives. And then we'll round off with a third round of questions, which will actually discuss border vigilance and how we can work together and focus in this year. So without wasting much time, I'd like to ask the first question and to go to the officer in charge, Customs Operations, Mr. Iwan Kano. So what does the theme mean to Customs Administration, the Customs Administration of Ghana, the theme Customs Protecting Society through Vigilance and Commitment?
Thank you very much for the opportunity and privilege to represent Customs this morning to speak on this very important topic. The theme Custom Vigilance through border protection as has been shown earlier. For us as Customs officers, we are mandated to ensure that illicit and illegal commodities or goods do not access our borders into our country illegally. So for us as Customs officers, we ensure that illegal items are put to halt at the borders and all points of entry. And most of the time we do this in collaboration with other sister agencies like the police, the immigration, and the NACOC, FDA, and then the Ghana Standard Authority. Again, as is our mandate to collect a revenue, we ensure that legitimate trade are allowed in so that it will help our economy blossom and flourish for the prosperity of the good people of Ghana. We also do intelligence gathering, which is the tactical aspect of our work, by sharing data, and we do this in conjunction with our sister agencies as well. We also do our possible by arresting nuclear precursors, and this with the support from IAEA. And nonetheless, we try to combat illicit activities at the border so that we can maintain law and order for the people of Ghana to have a safe environment. Again, we combat narcotics and terrorism within our space, and we do training of our officers in area of data analysis and then how to conduct forensic examination. As we saw in the video, our lab officers are trained in that area and they are very much supportive to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing the insights on the role of customs relating to the fiscal mandate as well as the security mandates and the interfacing with other organizations. I'd like to ask the Deputy Controller General here with us, when we talk about protecting society, it is easy for the general public to confuse customs with immigration. Many times there's that question. Many a customs officer is asked, are you a customs officer or an immigration officer? Please share some insights with us, what it means to the Ghana Immigration Service when the phrase protecting society is mentioned, and how does it interface with the role of customs? Thank you.
Great. So, thank you very much for the question and for the opportunity. Yes, I think I have it now. Yes, I think this is a fact where many people confuse customs of immigration. Even growing up, we thought that these institutions were the same. Through state security agencies like customs, immigration, and other security agencies. The Immigration Service, our mandate mainly is the entry-exit administration and the residence and employment of other nationals. So for us in Immigration Service, this topic is about adopting the posture or adopting measures, in effective border management to ensure safety of our people and also to ensure the economic well-being of our country. This means that we are thinking about enforcing immigration laws and other laws properly and respecting human rights in that sense. So to cut it short, I'm talking about ensuring free movement of persons and not compromise on security. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for sharing insights on
to ensure the economic well-being of our country. This means that we are thinking about enforcing immigration laws and other laws properly and respecting human rights in that sense. So to cut it short, I'm talking about ensuring free movement of persons and not compromise on security. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for sharing insights on immigration and your role at the borders.
Yes, I'm sorry, there's the second aspect.
Yes.
About the intersection between SEPS and immigration.
Correct.
Yes, so let me take that one too, to say that SEPS and immigration, we work together for the safety of our people. In short, for the safety of our people at the entry points. You will notice that by nature of our mandate, you will patrol the border. When we intercept goods and those things, we refer to customs, and jointly we seek to protect whatever comes in and whatever goes out. Sometimes people see smuggling only as loss of revenue. And as the WTC also spoke about the dumping of other dangerous things in our country. But sometimes we also lose sight of the fact that it has a very negative impact on our local industries. And this negative impact on local industries affects employment. It creates a lot of unemployment issues, and unemployment is seen as a very serious national security threat. So SEPS, joining immigration service, protecting our borders, intercepting issues of smuggling to protect our dear country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On that note of collaboration and interceptions, this year has seen a lot of interceptions of opioids. We've had issues of tapentadol, carisoprodol combinations, tramadol in extremely high doses, and these have threatened the very future of our states. So I'd like to throw this question to the Narcotics Control Commission representative as well as the FDA. If we are protecting society and we are doing that through vigilance and commitment, what does vigilance mean to you? So let's start in 1 minute.
Okay, thank you so much. The chairman has instructed us to be brief in our comments, and that is what.
So I would say that if the commentary starts, I may have to cut you and then go to the next person.
No, so what I would say is that vigilance to us, Narcotics Control Commission, simply means being alert, being professional, and also knowing the trends in your area of operations, because if you know the trends in your area of operation, that would help you being alert, and that will help you so that if something is passing, if something is going, you know that this thing that is going, per my training, this thing I need to go further, I need to make sure that I am being professional. Once they're professional, once they are alert, and once you go in extra mile, then you're being vigilant and also knowing the trends in your area of operation. Because if you do that, then you are always on top of your game. Thank you.
Thank you. So where do you?
So with vigilance, it's we having the surveillance, we have gathering intelligence. So we do not work alone. In the cases of the tapentadol, the tramadol, we work together with NACWOC, together with customs, and this has helped us to be able to intercept these things, which is posing a threat to the country. Not only are we have our systems where we do also on the market, we have post-market surveillance where we are always on the market. So things that are not registered, it brings, and then we would have to investigate. There's also the interagency where we have all the agencies coming up, and cases where we have some form of abuse, it comes and then we also monitor. But we don't do it alone, based on our interagencies and in collaboration with other stakeholders. Thank you.
Thank you very much for both of you, your insights on vigilance, meaning being professional and working together. I'd like to find out from DCOP. There are some bad people out there. There is a criminal economy, and there are people who have become intentional at exploiting regular trade value chains, which are supposed to benefit society. And these people exploit them to commit crime. The nature of the crime is transboundary, at the same time intra-country. And like our colleague from immigration mentioned, the state has vested powers in security agencies here. How do we engender public trust that security agencies are working together and are keeping our country protected and safe?
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity and the question. Ghana Police Service, as you are all aware, we protect life and property. And one of the areas that will collaborate effectively with customs and other security agencies is the highways. You do remember just this very month, His Excellency the President was at the headquarters twice. First occasion to commission 40 armored vehicles. That was purposely to fight the highway robbery. And once we have that done, we have marked some places throughout the country where robbery is, highway robbery is noticed. And therefore, the IG has actually put those vehicles to use. The 100 vehicles that were also given to us, we are also using for patrols to make sure that both custom officers on the road who are on duty and the traveling public and the international trade would have free passage from the port to wherever they are going and into the country. And together, we think those things that when we arrest, we hand over to the customs for them to do their part. In fact, you see much of the collaboration at the regional level, at the RECSEC level, where we meet and we collaborate, and then we share intelligence. And therefore, police stands ready to partner customs in whatever form for us to make sure that the roads, particularly when it comes to international trade, are open for the traveling public.
Thank you very much for your insights. I'd also like to throw the same question on how we can collectively build public trust to the representative from the National Intelligence Bureau, NIB.
Thank you very much. The National Intelligence Bureau, we believe in information sharing because we know security is a shared responsibility. And please, the specific question again.
So the question is how we collectively build public trust. in the performance of our duties, especially relating to border protection. What should we do? How should we look at 2026 so that the public will sleep in peace and will have the confidence and assurance in our state security agencies and apparatus?
Thank you very much. Building public trust, I think operatives will have to be very professional. They have to show integrity. They have to be committed to their job. They have to refuse to be compromised in situations and be open to the public. Where with the public? That's the only way we can build public trust. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On the public trust issues, to the honorable member representing the Ghana Standards Authority, in all these issues of protecting our society through vigilance and commitment, how does the Ghana Standards Authority come in, especially relating to quality and standards?
Thank you very much for the question. The mandate of the Ghana Standards Authority, as specified by the Act that established it, Act 1078, basically looks at consumer protection and trade facilitation. It's able to do this largely because it is the only national or public quality infrastructure unit that has the capacity to test, do standards, do certification and metrology. When I talk about metrology, I'm not talking about the weather, but I'm talking about the measuring of weights, volumes, and sizes. And we are able to do this effectively, especially when you relate it to commitment, when you relate it to customs in particular, because part of our job relates to surveillance. We are very much interested in what our people consume. So that is why we do the certification and we provide standards. And we are also very interested our people consume. So that is why we do the certification and we provide standards. And we are also very interested in whatever our people export or whatever comes into the system. And by doing this, that is why at the ports, you see with customs and other people who are on the ICOMs or the single window entry, GSA staff is there to ensure that the final inspection of the product before it's released is certified by him.
Okay,
so
thank you very much
thank you
for your insights relating to standards and metrology and measurements. And it's really crucial. I'd like to ask the last round of questions, and it will be the same question to every panelist here. We would start with a representative from the immigration, and in 45 seconds and in about a sentence or two, I would require us to talk about what protecting society going into 2026 looks like from your institutional perspective. So I would repeat it. When the theme customs protecting society through vigilance and commitment is mentioned, it places a responsibility on customs administrations worldwide, and by extension, the Customs Administration of Ghana, to put in systems and measures to make sure that society is protected. And like we saw from the presentation, it mentioned the 1994 Human Development Report, which sought to ask the question, whose security are we talking about? And the answer to it is the people and their society. So that security does not become an end in itself, but it becomes a means to an end, which end is making sure that the society is preserved and continues to remain peaceful and calm. So again, from your institutional perspective, going into 2026, what can you tell the officers of the Customs Division and those who are watching us online? What assurances can you give in terms of the mandates that you have, taking cognizance of the overlapping responsibilities and sometimes the mandates that cross each other, and in many instances, rather than collaboration, leads to unhealthy competition. How do we assure our countrymen and women that 2026 we are going to protect society through vigilance and commitment?
Right. So thank you very, very much once again. I think that there is some misunderstanding of the issues. Normally at the top level, it is seen more as a collaboration, as integration, and joint efforts. As you said earlier, that some people do not even know what is between, difference between customs and immigration, because we all have the same objective. You understand? We all have the same objective, and we all must work towards achieving that very objective. I believe that the state of alertness, being alert to detect, to deter, and to dismantle any activity or efforts that threatens our national security or public, peace or economic development of our country is a collective duty for all of us in the state security apparatus. We work, as I said earlier, we work together. We have distinct mandates, I believe so, that we will intercept certain things for goods in nature you want to hand over to customs. You intercept things like narcotics, you want to quickly hand over to the Narcotics Control Board, you intercept. So I believe that the collaboration at a certain level is there. It's just that a few instances where there are some, and I think they are isolated in nature.
So 2026,
yes.
In one sentence or in one word, how do you view the collaboration or the work of immigration relating to the theme at hand?
Yes, so just to say that we continue to work together. We have not done badly, it's a fact. We have not done badly at all.
Very well. Thank you very much for the collaborative posture. To the Ghana Police Service.
Thank you very much. To Ghana Police Service, we stand ready to partner all other agencies to give peace and security to all. And where there's misunderstanding between us and any other organization, we approach and make sure that we resolve it. And so far, I think together we have been doing well. It's very neatly seen when you are outside Accra and you are in the regions. You see that we work together. Whatever belongs to another person, when we arrest or whatever, we hand over to customs to do their job, which assure Ghanaians that we work with other agencies to make sure that the security that we're talking about, because we are charged with internal security, and together we keep it together. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The Narcotics Control Commission exists to ensure safety of the Ghanaian public. And what we're going to do going into 2026, as you said, is more collaboration. NACOC stands ready to collaborate and make sure that we work together with all the security agencies. And I think that is very evident in one of the presentations they made, the arrest that was made recently at Takwa Depot. I think it was a joint effort, and it's something that NACOC will continue to do to make sure that we protect our citizenry. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, FDA. Our mandate is to protect public health and safety. We are looking at continuous collaboration, also with increasing vigilance. We cannot do it alone. We would rely on other stakeholders. We commit to be there, to be able to make sure that our citizens are safe, that FDA regulated products, or even when you're in the field and you meet something that is not within our means, we send to the appropriate stakeholders to be worked on. So we pledge our commitments and our continuous collaboration with other stakeholders. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, 2026, we are also looking at deeper collaboration with all security agencies, particularly customs at the port. The collaboration so far is been laudable, even though we've had occasion to complain about some lapses. So we are hoping that going forward, 2026, there will be deeper collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your assurances. Do you understand this, Authority Honorable?
Yeah, GSA also believes that we will act in concert with other stakeholders. But going into 2026, we will be very strict on our inspections and enforcement standards. And that is the only way I believe that we'll be able to protect the consumer. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So to the Deputy Commissioner in charge of Customs Operations.
For us as custom, we shall leverage on our controls, and then we will streamline our procedures. And then going to 2028, it shall be, 2026, it shall be tech-driven, and then utmost protection of our people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much, audience. I think the team here, oh yeah, you were talking about boss, he's 2 years ahead of us, don't worry. Yes, it means the energy and the speed with which we have to work is faster than the speed of light, right? If you believe that, better. So the summary of everything here has to do with the fact that we all have responsibilities to protect our society, to make sure that the continuous preservation of our country, Ghana, is preserved. And that requires work from everybody, from the top management who determines the strategy to the operational officers who actually operate on the ground. And we have seen here from the high-level discussions that there's a lot of collaboration, there's a lot of partnership, there's a lot of willingness to work together. So let's leave here with this renewed commitment that the other person is also a fellow collaborator, and we're on the good side, because the people on the other side are networked and they are willing and they have a resolve. And we are trained, better trained, we know how to harness our collective might, and we will be able to protect our society and our communities and our country. So on this note, I think we can give a hand clap to our distinguished panelists and to yourself for also taking time to listen to this. Thank you very much. On this note, this session comes to an end. But please hold, let me take the permissions before we continue. Good morning, sir. Discussions at the high-level panel over, may I have the permission to carry on, sir? Yes, sir. Please, we are discharged and we can go and have our seats. Let's give them a hand clap once again. Oh, if you are happy about it, just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Thank you very much.
2 microphones. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time to present WCO certificates of merit to deserving officers who did very well during the 2025 revenue season. We will begin with the Koforidua collection. And to do as the honors will be our former commissioner, Mr. Isaac Apronti. This award is presented to JRA 3 Emmanuel Kweku Apo. Throughout the period of service, you perform duties with honesty and strong sense of responsibility. Your conduct demonstrates fairness, teamwork, and commitment with colleagues and other security agencies. This commendation is presented in appreciation of your dedication, courage, and strong sense of responsibility in protecting society through vigilance and commitment. You are here presented this award in recognition of your hard work. Congratulations. JRA 3 Emmanuel Kweku Apple, Koforidua Collection. Koforidua Collection. We want our platform intact after the program. So going forward, the rest of the awards will be presented in front of the platform, not on top of the platform. Well done, officer, for the Bennett Drive. Mr. Pronti will still remain and do us the second honors. The second award is presented to JRA 2, Dawood Mohammed of the Bogatanga Collection. Your excellent work ethics and punctuality was noticed at your duty schedules. Your ability to accept and execute extra duties, even at short notice, is worth emulating. You were an integral member of the task force that raked in 2,857,000 cedis from arrest in the year under review. In acknowledgement of your contribution to the collections revenue mobilization efforts and your sterling qualities, you have been adjudged the best officer of the Bogatanga Collection. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Kunti. Shall we please rise and welcome the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sapon. You're welcome, sir. Shall we please resume our seats? For GRA Customs Academy entry, the next awardee is JRA 2 Noah Azuma. You have played a critical role in maintaining a clean, safe, and well-organized environment, which is essential to effective training, staff well-being, and a positive institutional image. You have proactively encouraged and guided officers under your supervision to take collective ownership of their environment, fostering a culture of discipline, safety consciousness, and pride in public service. In recognition of your 3 decades of faithful service, exceptional work ethics, and lasting contribution to the institution, we confer unto you this award. We please invite Commissioner John Vianney Kondamuru to do us the honors. Congratulations, sir. Commissioner, continue to do us the honors. The next awardee is JRA 1 David Joshua Glover from Dambai Collection. The citation is in recognition of your outstanding performance as the leader of the Regional Enforcement Task Force team of the Dambai Collection. Your exceptional service achieved through vigilance and a commitment to combating illicit activities across our borders has brought hope, safety, and protection of the customs community. Your dedication to safeguarding revenue leakages through reliable, informant, and strategic patrols led to a significant improvement in compliance and revenue collection. We say congratulations. David Joshua Glover.
Let's please also acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Finance Minister. Our Honorable Deputy Finance Minister is Thomas Ampim. Thank you very much, and sir, you are most welcome. The next award will be given to Hayford Samuel Duno, RA2 from the Temale collection. As a member of the task force team, you have demonstrated an exceptional drive towards public service and safety. You have been influential in the seizure of illicit cigarettes, drugs, and other contraband. In recognition of your hard work, kindly accept our highest commendation for this prestigious WCO award. Let's welcome former Commissioner Wallace Kofi Akondo to do us the honors. Sir, you do us the honors again, please. The next award will be presented to the best worker at the Custom Divisional Headquarters, ARO Christian Kwame Gano. Through meticulous inspection, alert profiling, and decisive interception, you have prevented illicit goods from endangering public health, security, and economic integrity. Your unwavering attention to details, resilience in the face of complexity, and principled adherence to the rule of law have strengthened the foundation of trust, actively involved in petroleum operations, revenue monitoring teams, and other preventive operations with excellent outcomes, making you highly deserving of this unique recognition on this occasion. Ayiko.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. You may please resume your seat. The next awardee is ARO Foster Ambetefe. Shall we please invite Commissioner Alaji Idrisu Idisa Seidu Esquire to do us the honors. The dexterity and commitment with which you have handled multiple roles have not gone unnoticed. Your collaboration with our stakeholders in the interception of unregistered and smuggled commodities such as cigarettes, pharmaceutical drugs, and food items within the jurisdiction of the Kumasi collection has been highly commendable. The success of your operations has gone a long way in assuring society of customs commitment to performing its key role of protecting the public. Your effort in interception of potentially harmful commodities, despite your other equally demanding responsibilities, is a great inspiration to us all, and we say Ayeko. The next awardee is a collection. You have become a highly respected officer within the sector, the to-go-to officer and the reference point for all matters relating to customs operations. Coupled with your extensive responsibility as a systems administrator, you willingly offer support as the state warehouse keeper, the CTSB evaluation supervisor, Amora, and preventive head within the Sunyani collection. Having served at 4 out of the collection's 8 stations, you have repeatedly demonstrated the vigilance and commitment that embody the WCO theme for the year, and we say congratulations. A.R.O. Philip Kupau.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Seidu. The next set of presentation will be done by Honorable Kendall Retired Kujo Damoa, MP for German South and former Commissioner of Customs. The award is presented to Aro Abdul Mumin Shradin Damango Collection. You have demonstrated exceptional commitment to safeguarding our national borders. Your keen attention to details and tireless efforts in combating illegal trade have led to significant seizures, including interception of uncustomed goods and vehicles. As a leader and collaborative team player, your dedication has fostered a culture of excellence, inspiring your colleagues to reach higher standards of service. This award honors your exemplary contributions to the Customs Division of Ghana Revenue Authority and your steadfast commitment to protecting society through vigilance and commitment. Congratulations, Aru Abdul Mumin Suradin. The next awardee is Revenue Officer Anthony Apia of the whole collection. Throughout your service, you demonstrated remarkable initiative and a results-oriented mindset. You actively support operational improvement, embraces new procedures and systems, and work tirelessly to ensure that revenue targets are achieved, in many instances exceeded. This you achieve through intensive patrols and proactive client education. You are also recognized for your strong sense of teamwork, your ability to work under pressure, while monitoring colleagues provide valuable support. Your positive attitude, discipline, and ethical conduct reflect the core values of the Customs Administration and enhances the image of the authority. We say Ayeko. Congratulations, Aru Anthony Apia.
Thank you very much, Honorable, for doing us the honors. The next award goes to Revenue Officer Emmanuel Yeboah from the Western North Collection. To do us the honors is Madam Elizabeth Yanka, Deputy National Security Coordinator, to present this award. You have exemplified the core values of customs operations by effectively and efficiently addressing smuggling activities and illegal trafficking of goods. As a leader of the Regional Vehicle Task Force, you have arrested 26 uncustom vehicles, 195 uncustom motorbikes, and uncovered 30 short collection to boost the sector's revenue. You also championed the construction of a new office block for Yamitra Station, which is 90% complete, a new office for Masakrom Outpost, and a new office at Ahimakrom Checkpost, all under your command. You have served as a role model for your peers and inspired your subordinates through ethical conduct and professional excellence. For these reasons, we confer unto you this award. Congratulations, Revenue Officer Emmanuel Yeboah. Thank you very much, Madam. You may please resume your seat. The next awardee is Revenue Officer Joseph Ayamga from the WA Collection. We shall please invite Brigadier General Maxwell Obobamante, Director General for Narcotics, to do us the honors. Your attention to details enables you to easily detect fake documents, leading to arrest of uncustom vehicles and prevent the importation of fake goods. Your ability to manage difficult customers and turning them to loyal clients is commendable. Through your effort, a lot of motorbike dealers in the WA municipality voluntarily come to the office to honor their tax obligations. This was instrumental in the collection's achievement of its revenue target for the year 2025. Your commitment to the work of the collection and your willingness to step up and do what needs to be done, even if it falls out of your job schedule, makes you an invaluable team player. For that we say congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. You may please resume your seat. The next award will be presented by Honorable Dr. Ales Adumako Mensah, Commissioner Support Service Division. The award will be presented to Revenue Officer Rafia Malik Abdul Kadir, Kotoka International Airport Collection. Your exceptional dedication to screening of passengers, inspecting cargo, and detecting contraband at our nation's aviation gateway has significantly enhanced national security and public safety. Your alertness exemplifies the highest standards of airport custom operations. Your meticulousness in scrutinizing bill of entry before fiscal inspection enable you to uncover numerous infractions, including misclassification, undervaluation, and underdeclaration in 2025. This diligent work resulted in the submission of 71 customs offense reports, which generated a short collection of 1,870,260 Ghana cedis and 10 pesos, the highest among officers from the various units. The KIA collection is proud of your dedication and vigilance towards revenue generation and national security. Congratulations to you. Aro Rafia Malik Abdul Kadir. Honorable will please present for the Tema collection for us again. And the recipient of the award for Tema collection is Revenue Officer Sita Atawula. Your immense knowledge in customs classification and valuation, despite the fact that you were employed in recent time, 2021, was manifested in the high amount of 6,895,111 Ghana cedis. Short collection retrieved at the Tema collection, which represented the highest of the period from 1st January to 31st December 2025. Your meticulous vetting of documents, accurate interpretation and analysis of scanned images prior to physical inspection of goods has improved trade facilitation at the port. Your visionary approach has helped Tema collection to stay ahead. These sterling qualities have been recognized by the management, and you have been adjudged the best worker for the Tema collections. Congratulations.
Thank you for doing us the honors, Honorable. The next awardee is Revenue Officer Yao Apau from the Takrade Collection. And now Commissioner Brigadier General Glover Ashon Annan will present the next set of awards. Through intelligence gathering, dedication, and strict adherence to customs laws and security protocol, you played a key role in safeguarding national security, protecting public health, and preventing the circulation of dangerous narcotics within our community. Your meticulous attention to detail, integrity in the discharge of your responsibility, and steadfast adherence to customs regulations is significantly contributing to upholding the quintessential function of customs and the Ghana Revenue Authority as a whole. You have upheld the core values of the authority and served as a role model of excellence to colleagues and stakeholders alike. For this we say congratulations, Revenue Officer Yao Apau. As the convener, Commissioner will continue to do us the honors. The next awardee is Senior Revenue Officer Emmanuel Komlaga from the Tema Oil Refinery Collection, TOR. Your rigorous vigilance and professional commitment at Petroleum Depot has prevented illicit activities, revenue loss, and clean fuel for the consuming public. Your in-depth knowledge of customs petroleum operations, both upstream and downstream, has made a versatile officer of you and called upon all to emulate you. You have consistently made yourself available and diligently discharged the various tasks assigned to you with exceptional professionalism. You have served at various depots within the toll collection and diligently ensured payment of taxes due the state. Your exceptional sacrifice contributed to an impressive increase of our overall 75% in total product lifting at the depot in 2025 compared to the previous year. The management of the Ghana Revenue Authority Customs Division confer on you this award. Congratulations, SRO Emmanuel Komlaga.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Customs Division. The next award will be presented by the representative of the GRE Board Chair, and a board member himself, Mr. George Irite. The award will be presented to SRO Fitzgerald Atta Intiwa, Aflao Collection. Through strong leadership, teamwork and integrity, you maintained border controls. Notably, you coached and mentored subordinates in the areas of customs examination and compliance. Your proactive engagement with stakeholders reinforced the role of customs in protecting society. This citation is presented to you in recognition of your dedication in protecting society through vigilance and commitment in line with the WCO 2026 theme. Congratulations. Thank you very much, our board chair rep. Ladies and gentlemen, I respectfully ask that we all be on our feet as we properly recognize the presence of the Deputy Finance Minister, Honorable Thomas Nyako Ampem, who is also a member of Parliament for Esujamine constituency, and the ministerial salute will be duly accorded him. Thank you very much. You may resume your seat as I invite again the Honorable Member of Parliament for Sujamai constituency and the Deputy Finance Minister, Honorable Thomas Nyako Ampem, to do the next presentation for us. The award will be received by Chief Revenue Officer Esilfi Afo Reta Ama Sichibia, Accra Collection. Supervisor, you have consistently demonstrated a high level of vigilance in the supervision of bonded warehouse under your jurisdiction through strict enforcement of custom laws, continuous monitoring of warehouse operations, and adherence to risk management principles. You have ensured that goods are properly controlled, revenue leakages are prevented, and the integrity of the customs control environment is preserved. You led expansion of the customs compliance network and strengthened oversight within the Accra collection, thereby contributing to the significant revenue generation, which reflects the effectiveness, supervisory, and compliance-driven approach you possess. Your vigilance and dedication in custom operations has contributed to protecting society and upholding public trust, thereby making you the deserving of this prestigious accolade. Congratulations, CRO Esilfi Afo Reta Ama Sichibia.
Thank you very much for doing us the honors, Honorable Deputy Minister. Thank you very much for doing us the honors, Honorable Deputy Minister. He is Chief Revenue Officer, Prince Godwin Homenu. And the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sapon, will do us the honors by delivering this award. In recognition of your outstanding leadership in protecting society through exceptional vigilance at Olubu borders and unwavering commitment to customs enforcement, which has resulted in the interception of illicit substances that threaten our society. For exceptional vigilance commitment in safeguarding society through tireless border enforcement, your dedication to inspecting cross-border traffic, detecting smuggling attempts, and maintaining border integrity has prevented threats from reaching our communities and protected our national sovereignty. You played a pivotal role in transforming and giving a renewed facelift to the border environment while enhancing the image of the Ghana Revenue Authority. For this we say Ayeko and congratulations, Chief Revenue Officer Prince Godwin Homeno. Thank you very much for doing us the honors, Commissioner General. Commissioner General, you may please resume your seat, sir. Thank you. And to crown the awards, the recipient of this award is Chief Revenue Officer Richard Edu Urenchi. And the chairman for this occasion, Major General Carl Modi, will do this presentation. This is a very interesting citation, ladies and gentlemen. As the officer in charge of the Customs Laboratory Unit, Tema Collection, you have demonstrated exceptional leadership, professionalism, and technical competence in coordinating laboratory-based interventions that led to the successful interdiction and regulatory disposition of smuggled opioid consignment, as well as the detection of critical revenue and non-revenue infractions. Your contribution have played a vital role in safeguarding public health, environmental protection, and national security, particularly in the fight against the illicit movement of psychotropic substances, particularly tramadol hydrochloride. Your diligent oversight and analytical competence significantly strengthened revenue mobilization efforts within the Tema collection, resulting in the recovery of 74,046,152 Ghana cedis, 32. Yeah. That is why I have to read this award standing. 74,046,152 Ghana cedis, 32 pesos in short collection revenue between January 2025 and December 2025. And in recognition of your outstanding leadership and accomplishment, the management of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority proudly commends you for your hard work and present to you this distinguished award. Congratulations, Chief Revenue Officer Richard Edu Urenchi, Customs Laboratory. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Please, shall we appreciate all awardees with a round of applause again? We will please take a remarks from the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sap.
Our chairperson, for the occasion, with your permission, I would like to stand on all existing protocols before I came in, and also to apologize to all of us. The minister and I had to be in an early morning meeting which ran faster than we thought, but thankfully we are here. So first of all, let me, on behalf of the board and management, congratulate all our awardees for the exceptional work that you do every day. So what we are seeing today, which is just in a few minutes, is something that 365 days around the clock, you wake up every morning, you go to sleep, you wake up, that is what you do to protect society through vigilance and commitment. So let's give another round of applause to all our audience. Then let me also use the same opportunity to thank all our staff and colleagues in customs. So you may not have been brought to the stage to be awarded, but remember that we work as a team. So as we have some of our colleagues shining this morning, we also want to recognize your teamwork and your collective effort. It is through those collective efforts that will build a stronger GRA and allows us to fulfill our mandate. Another round of applause to ourselves. Okay. But today, the theme is very apt. Customs protecting society through vigilance and commitment. So for some people, they only look at customs as protecting revenue. But you and I know that customs work go beyond that. Revenue is key, revenue is prime, and as we say in GRA, revenue is a lifeblood of the nation. Without the revenue, our nation will not develop. And therefore what we do, and I keep on telling each and every one of us that every day what we do is actually national development, not revenue mobilization. The national development agenda is the key foundation that drives us to do the things that we do that brings the revenue. But besides revenue, we also do a number of things that actually protect society. We've talked about the fact that working with our other sister agencies, interception of tramadol and illicit drugs that actually affect the health of our youth and many people who eventually consume these things. They may not show in revenue, but wherever you are and you are in charge and you prevent these things happening, we are actually protecting society and developing the nation. Because first of all, if we don't take in those drugs, then hopefully our health bill will go down, and those individuals who would have taken it will live a healthy life and build a nation. There are a number of things we also do on illicit financial flows. All of these things go to support national development and protecting society. But today we are being called upon on two key words: to be vigilant and to show commitment. So vigilant, as I sat and asked myself, if a class 1 people ask me what is vigilance, what is the simple word that I will use for that class 1 person? And what came to my mind is watchfulness. Opening your eyes, watchfulness. Opening your eyes, being cautious, seeing it, and when you see something, it is wrong, you say something, and you do something. That is vigilance. The second one is commitment. And commitment, what came to mind is doing something repeatedly every day with passion. So if we are going to protect society, then we are being called upon to be watchful and to do the things we do every day with passion but repeatedly. And when we do that together as customs officers, together as GRA, we will be protecting society, we will be fulfilling our mandate of raising revenue and ultimately fulfill our mandate of national development. So on this day, I call on all of us, our officers, I call on all our past officers, and I'm very glad that we have a number of our commissioners here to give support. This is an exemplary show of commitment that although they have officially left the service, they are with us and they are supporting us. And I call on all Ghanaians as we celebrate today's Customs Day to support us to fulfill our mandate, but also in particular to remember that we can protect society and we can help build a nation if we work in partnership. And that partnership begins with our dear citizens and residents calling upon you to say, know your taxes, pay your taxes, and let's build Ghana together. And to our officers, we say, GRA, Ghana first. Can I hear it louder? GRA, GRA, GRA. I think once we remember Ghana first, our mandate to protect society through vigilance and commitment will be done without any discomfort. Thank you very much.
Please appreciate our Commissioner General for that stellar remarks. Thank you very much, sir. We'll take a remark from our sector ministry and our Honorable Thomas Nyako Ampem, Deputy Minister for Finance and Member of Parliament for Esojamine constituency. Would you ask the
Thank you very much. When I was introduced the second time and everybody was asked to stand for the band to play, I realized one thing, that probably the band went to negotiate, that they have been rehearsing the General Assassini for quite some time, so if they don't play it, it will be unfair on them. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me recognize all the dignitaries, and most especially my colleague member of parliament, who was with you, are now with us. The last time I came to this very auditorium was at the instance of the same GRA at the Sustained Education Program, Sustained Tax Education Program, and it's so delightful to see you again, this time men and women in the prestigious customs uniform. As Commissioner General said, we were in a very long meeting. And just after the meeting, Minister said, you need to go and represent me at the customs program. He really would have loved to be here because he wanted to come and remind you that 2025, you missed your target. And to challenge you to try not only to meet your 2026 target, but to exceed it. I want to, on his behalf, congratulate all the award winners, the proud awardees, listening to the citations in your honor. I can say that you are doing well, but you can do more. But Commissioner General, won't it be possible for us to think of some annual awards for those officers who are able to help arrest some of these fraudsters that will lead to recovering more revenue? We can think of giving them a percentage of the revenue to motivate them. Or maybe some promotion. I think it will be more honorable for you to end that than to sit down and allow these fraudsters to entice you with some of those monies. Because either way, monies are going somewhere. So why don't we take it as a state and give you a percentage rather than letting the fraudsters take it and give you a percentage? So Yes, Ghana first, but we must put in mechanisms to give incentives for people to want to do the right thing. And I believe that we can have this conversation and look at what is achievable so that we can rake in the revenue. Now, let me read Minister's speech. It is my distinct honor to join you today as we mark International Customs Day 2026. This day is set aside by the World Customs Organization to recognize the invaluable role of customs administration across the world. Today's occasion gives us the opportunity to reflect on the critical role customs plays in protecting our nation. The theme for the celebration, Customs Protecting Society Through Vigilance and Commitment, speaks directly to the responsibility placed on customs officers to remain alert, dedicated, and professional in the discharge of their duties. Ladies and gentlemen, in an era of increasing global trade and complex security threat, the work of customs goes beyond revenue collection. Customs officers have a responsibility to protect the country's borders, ports, airports, and entry points. They must also ensure smooth and faster clearance of goods through legitimate trade in order to facilitate economic growth. I must say that over the years, our nation has relied on the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority to remain vigilant and committed to these important responsibilities. Thus, it is only through your vigilance that our country can be protected from the influx of illicit drugs, small arms, and ammunition, counterfeit pharmaceuticals, substandard goods, and environmentally harmful products. These threats, if left unchecked, undermine public health, national security, and economic stability. Customs remains central to Ghana's safety. That said, I need to emphasize that protecting society is not the responsibility of customs alone. It requires strong partnerships across government institutions, security agencies, international organizations, the private sector, and civil society. We at the Ministry of Finance are determined to empower you to safeguard our nation's security and economy. In this regard, we would undertake policy reforms to strengthen capacity, pursue digitalization, and scale up investment in modern infrastructure and technology. And I believe that all of you are aware of the public hand AI tool that we are ready to deploy from next month to help you in your decision-making process. We want to encourage you to support this initiative and make sure it works. We are very determined to ensure that nobody stands in the way of the deployment of this important tool that will help us get the right revenue for the state. Our goal is to build a customs administration that is efficient, professional, and responsive to the needs of both the state and trading community while ensuring a secure. Our goal is to build a customs administration that is efficient, professional, and responsive to the needs of both the state and trading community while ensuring a secure and safe environment for all stakeholders. Revenue remains the lifeblood of the country. Government's ability to deliver critical infrastructure, quality education, healthcare, and other vital services to our people all rests on our ability to raise the much-needed revenue. Let me take this opportunity to remind you that the contribution of customs to the overall target of the Ghana Revenue Authority is very significant. We are therefore counting on you to live up to your responsibility of supporting the attainment of this year's target. My charge to you today is to rededicate yourselves to the tasks assigned to you with a sense of integrity and patriotism. We must take steps to eradicate all forms of corruption and fraud, as every cedi loss represents a missed opportunity for national development. Revenue loss through corruption translates to unbuilt schools, unpaved roads, and lives adversely affected by inadequate health care, unsafe drinking water, and poor sanitation. We must uphold the highest standards, rooting out unethical behavior at all levels, and exemplify transparency, accountability, and service to the nation. Your vigilance at the ports, borders, and entry points is critical to securing our economic future. Your work is vital to protecting society and safeguarding Ghana's future. I wish GRA and all customs officers a happy International Customs Day. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
Deputy Minister of Finance has said what officers want to hear. Promotions, remuneration, and our well-being. Let's applaud our minister. We have 3 hearty cheers for you, which we will take after the chairman's closing remarks. On that note, shall we please invite the chairman for the occasion? Major General Carl Modi for his closing remarks.
The Deputy Minister for Finance and Commissioner General to add to the existing protocol. I think that to a large extent, we have achieved the objective for today's function. So I'll just use about 3 to 5 minutes to highlight a few things that came up during the various presentations and speeches. The presentation, the presenter did a very good job. Well done, keep it up. He emphasized collaboration, and at the end, he requested for additional resources, human and logistics. I'll be talking about that towards the end. The panel discussion also emphasized collaboration, but it should be all relevant stakeholders, including GUTA, freight forwarders, and everybody, not only the security services, everybody. The collaboration, what is happening in the US now, everybody is talking about ICE. ICE was not there before 9/11. It was after 9/11 that immigration and customs started working, and today they are still using them. So collaboration, depending on the environment, is very critical. So please, Commissioner, use all the resources. I heard the police officer said, oh, they have these armored cars, they can help. So sensitive areas where you need to patrol, get the police, get the immigration, patrol in force, joint patrol in force will deter anybody who wants to misbehave. We don't want to see customs patrolling and hooligans from villages attack them, or any of the security services. It doesn't give a good image of our country. So when you are going based on intelligence that maybe NIB will give you and everybody else, go on the patrolling force and make sure that everybody is protected. And the roadblocks that we do, let us change them from permanent roadblocks. Even the police, please tell the IGP, permanent roadblocks are not working. It should not be so. When I'm going to my house in the night, I know where the people are. That is not the essence. So the same thing, let where we establish as permanent ones, just be the patrol bases. And then we'll do snap patrolling, snap roadblocks. Snap roadblocks is what you do. So the bad guys don't know where you are going to be. And the snap roadblocks should not be at the same place every night. That is how we can achieve what we want to achieve. And the officers, congratulations to the award winners, except the RSM improve upon their drill. Some of them, they need to improve upon their drill. And from commissioner to the last officer, please protect the image of customs. Once you are in uniform, you will be seen. Because of social media and cameras all over, you can even go to your village in your uniform and you are dancing some bad dance. And it will come on social media. Is that what customs is doing? So please, let's protect the image of customs. Now, Commissioner General and Deputy Minister for Finance, today is the first time I've met you, and I have a few suggestions to make. When President Mills asked me to come and take over customs, I was told that the GRA concept, it is just like how the military is. So GRA commissioner is like the chief of defense staff. And then the commissioners are like the service chiefs. And I said, oh, then it's easy for me. But when I came, it was totally different. Well, I left more than 10 years ago. And I'm hoping that things will change. What happens in the military is that the CDS, so in this case, you and the minister will be the same. You provide all the resources for them. You tax them. In your case, this is the revenue we want you to get. If at the end of the year he doesn't get it, you hold him responsible. You can even recommend that it should be changed. But you give him all the resources, personnel, logistics, transport, everything that he needs. Is that what customs is doing? So please, let's protect the image of customs. Now, Commissioner General and Deputy Minister for Finance, today is the first time I've met you, and I have a few suggestions to make. When President Mills asked me to come and take over customs, I was told that the GRA concept, it is just like how the military is. So GRA commissioner is like the chief of defense staff. And then the commissioners are like the service chiefs. And I said, oh, then it's easy for me. But when I came, it was totally different. Well, I left more than 10 years ago. And I'm hoping that things will change. What happens in the military is that the CDS, so in this case, you and the minister will be the same. You provide all the resources for them. You tax them. In your case, this is the revenue we want you to get. If at the end of the year he doesn't get it, you hold him responsible. You can even recommend that it should be changed. But you give him all the resources, personnel, logistics, transport, everything that he needs, the flexibility. If, like Air Commodore sitting there is one of your commissioners, in the military, if he goes to Air Force Station in Takoradi, and he sees a very good airman behaving well, he can promote him on the spot without referring to the CDS. So there are certain decisions that have to be taken. That is what we call decentralized operations. You can have the centralized command, minister, commissioner general. Nobody is taking your appointment or anything. But the operations, the activities, where they post people, what they do, is entirely for them to do. I believe that if we go according to what the military does, I can assure you that within 6 months, support it with logistics, and of course their welfare, revenue will go much, much higher. And let me just talk briefly about welfare. The board member, I don't know whether you have had a chance to tour the remote areas. When I was commissioner, the board then, they toured some of the remote areas. There's a place called Bolechache. There are all kinds of places. During the tour, 2 of the female members, they were crying when they saw the location of some of the custom officers, some of the locations where they stayed, the health, hygiene, I mean, their toilet, their water, it's terrible. So the welfare of the men, particularly the men and women in remote areas, is very, very critical. I'll plead with you, take a visit to those areas and do what what help you can give them. Finally, let me say, as I've said already, I think to a large extent we have achieved the aim for the day. Continue to protect society.
To deliver the vote of thanks, we'd like to say thank you all. And after we will take a group photography right here on the podium with the awardees, our dignitaries and our awards. So that sector commanders, awardees, and all our guests will proceed, I beg your pardon, to the restaurant for the buffet. After guests will proceed to the restaurant. Just when you exit, you just ask the ushers, they would help you. Also on display, we have an exhibition. On display, our customs accoutrements, we have our dogs. Just when you exit this entrance, there's a...
So let's make sure that nothing like that happens. And then from the message, you need to tell your story. The prize that the award, look at what he did. But nobody has heard about it until today. Tell your story, the good side. The media is ready to tell the bad side. Avoid it, but tell your own story. So let us leave here with the word that collaboration is critical. Collaboration will come from Minister of Finance to Commissioner General to all the security service, to all of you, so that next year you will achieve and even exceed, this year you will exceed your target. Thank you very much. And the MC needs special applause. I've done very well.
Shall we invite our divisional sergeant major to give us the hearty cheers?
So this is what we have from our awardees. This is the very thing I think we can say. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Chairman, shall we please be outstanding, please? Mr. Chairman and Honorable Minister and our dignitaries deserve this applause. Thank you very much, Fred Dimate. Shall we please resume our seats? Before we invite Chief Revenue Officer Richard Eduyirenchi to deliver the vote of thanks, would like to say thank you all. And after, we will take a group photography right here on the podium with the awardees, our dignitaries and our awardees. Also after that, sector commanders, awardees, and all our guests will proceed, I beg your pardon, to the restaurant for the buffet. After guests will proceed to the restaurant. Just when you exit, you just ask the ushers, they would help you. Also on display, we have an exhibition. On display, our customs accoutrements, we have our dogs. Just when you exit this entrance, there's a VIP entrance on the left. You use that entrance, there's a mobile van. You would have a look at our accoutrement, what we use to work, some resources that we may even need, you would appreciate it the more. So please.
Thank you very much. We'd like to invite the awardees and our dignitaries to have a group photograph, after which we can proceed to the exhibition center and the restaurant for our lunch. Thank you, and do have a good afternoon. Continue serving with even greater commitment, diligence, and professionalism in safeguarding revenue, public health, and national security. Once again, we are greatly honored and remain dedicated to upholding the values and the mandates of the Customs Division of GRA, and whilst contributing to the development of our nation. We are grateful to the organizers of this program. In fact, so far so good. The program has achieved its objective, and we are, in fact, we remain forever grateful for the honor done us today. So this is what we have from our awardees. This is the very thing I think we can say. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. All too soon, our program has come to a beautiful close. And to end it all, I would like to invite Senior Revenue Officer Abdullah Mutawakil to give us the closing prayer. We would invite the National Headquarters Chief Imam's Rep to give us the closing prayer. His rep. In his absence, I will invite the chaplain of GRA, ARO Isaac Edufo, to lead us to close us with a prayer. Thank you.
Please, let's all be standing if you can. We are praying. Our Lord and Master,
we began with you, and this is how far you have brought us. We thank you, Lord, and we ask for your traveling mercy as we live here. Continue to bless us and continue to, Lord, look over customs. Let our dealings, everything, Lord, comes from above. Bless us and let only your will be done in our life. We thank you in the name of God the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen. God bless you.